In the fourth of our five-part series, Housing the Homeless, we're seeing that it often takes multiple resources doing their part to help house the homeless.
NBC 16's Angelica Carrillo introduces us to a couple who was able to beat the odds and climb out of homelessness together. Angelica?
John and Stephanie, they say there's strength in numbers, and that's definitely the case here. Together, this couple encouraged each other through finding a safe place to sleep each night for years, eventually opening up and asking for help at a number of places throughout the community. It's the simple things that make Hope Taylor happy. She and her husband, Randall Freeman, now able to have a friend over for tea in their very own apartment.
But when you have nothing, even that little bit is a lot for you, you know?
It seems a lot to me.
The couple went from living in the mountains in Utah to camping around the city of Eugene, but soon realized they needed a change.
It was a matter of opening up and telling the people that had the ability to help that we needed help.
After overnight stays at emergency shelters like the Eugene Mission, the couple eventually found their place at community-supported shelters.
Being able to feel a sense of involvement and feeling a sense of empowerment by being a part of that community, help building it from the ground up, has defined a lot of the characteristics of my personality that I couldn't define for myself.
Some are tents, some are Conestoga huts. They give people a safe and legal spot to sleep throughout the city, complete with a set of rules and the basics like drinking water and porta potties.
We call it purpose first, that giving people a meaning in their life and access to community and stability actually comes first, and then the inspiration will lead into wanting to live a better life.
DeBurr says the shelters are filling a missing link in the community.
It's not as simple as just from street to conventional housing. It takes a lot of time to work with services, get your ducks in a row, and then even for a unit to open up can take up to a year.
As was the case for Hope and Randall, who stayed at this camp for nearly a year.
And if you don't have stable housing, or rather in our case, stable shelter, or a stable place to be in that process, just forget about it. You know, you're stuck in survival mode.
Without the worry of finding the next place to sleep for the night, people are able to focus on getting help. Multiple agencies partnering with community-supported shelters to provide services on location.
Some of the basic and essential things that so many people take for granted are they're these major blessings.
Hope and Randall soon became involved with the local church and found even more resources in the community. Through shelter care, the couple was able to get into this apartment of their own.
Things have built up for us drastically over that span of time.
The couple is now going through counseling, and shelter care is also helping Randall get IT certifications to do computer work.
It's been a process, and it's just like I said, there are really no words to describe the gratitude that I have for these organizations here in Eugene.
And for the organizations, a story like Randall and Hope's is proof that they're making a big difference together.
It takes a lot of people in the community to solve the problem of homelessness, and we're very big proponents of community partnerships. And once we all work together, then we'll start to make some big impact on this problem.
Randall and Hope tell me they plan to stay involved with community-supported shelters, since that's the organization that played a big role in their journey. And once Randall starts working, they also plan to make hygiene baskets with warm socks to hand out to people on the street, items they say they really needed when they were homeless. Live in the studio for NBC 16, I'm Angelica Carrillo.
Thanks so much, Angelica. Last night we told you about St. Vincent de Paul's first job fair for veterans. It took place this morning at the Hilton Hotel in Eugene, with nearly 70 veterans in attendance networking with multiple employers. Home Depot, Glory Be Foods, and First Source were just some of the dozen employers at the job fair.